Hi everyone, it's Rachel Scoltock here, and I just finished the angel reading for the week ahead. So if you missed it, go over to my page and you'll see it's about 30 minutes long with the reading and a surrender exercise. But I forgot to mention that I've got this really exciting event coming up, which you can join me for 90 minutes, a webinar for 90 minutes, absolutely free. So this is going to be about connecting with your soul, connecting with your angels, making your intuition crystal clear and even louder and more psychically clear than you've ever experienced it before. So for this, it's called Awaken Your Soul Masterclass. And all you have to do is follow the link in above on this post and sign up. And you'll get an email direct. So if that doesn't happen straight away, check your spam or your junk mail, because it will come with the link to that workshop. Now, the workshop is on Thursday, the 9th of April. So it's the day before Good Friday in Australia, which will be Wednesday evening, I think, or nighttime in the Northern Hemisphere countries like Canada, Europe, England, America. So Thursday, the 9th of April, Sydney time, 10 a.m. So there is a link that you can check your time zone, but you can also just Google what time is it now in Sydney, and you'll work out the difference. You'll be able to work out when 10 a.m. is and what that means to you. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about what this masterclass is about. So I'm going to be giving you the #1 practice that I used and still do sometimes to massively open my intuitive channels and my intuitive vision, clairvoyance. I know that so many of you are empathic, you are good at sensing, you may be good at knowing, but this is bringing you all of that plus the clairvoyance. So I'm going to be giving you a practice that you can use to really clear up that third eye and see visions, see the angels, see orbs, all of the stuff that comes with intuition and connecting with your angels. I'm going to teach you my favorite 2 crystals that I've learned to use I've been using probably for 17 years, that help me to be a clear channel, and I use them pretty much every day. Those crystals get used every day, and they go out in the sunshine for a cleanse every day as well after I've used them. And they're simple to get. They're not some confusing crystal that can only be found in the darkest, deepest cave of Tibet. This is a crystal that you're going to be able to use, and I'm going to teach you how to program it to help you to become a channel. And I'm also going to be teaching you a quick technique to uplift your vibe if ever you feel low, or you feel your energies suddenly, sometimes you get off the phone from someone, or you come off of out of a conversation, or even just of reading something on social media, and you physically feel your energy has dropped. So I'm going to give you my technique that will quickly uplift your energy. And this is stuff that I only teach usually in my programs. I know I do share a lot on social media, but I'm careful not to share too much, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to make a living. So these are 3 techniques that you've probably never trained with me on before, and it's a 90-minute Zoom webinar. You will get the link when you sign up, so go to the link that's in this post. You'll go straight to my website, you'll put your email address in, and you'll get an email with the link and letting you know a little bit more about what that workshop is going to be. So again, it's on Thursday, the 9th of April at 10 a.m. Sydney time, and you can check what time that is in your time zone. But there'll also be a recording. So if you can't attend live for any reason, then there's a recording that will be sent out to you directly afterwards. So if you want to be a part of that, please come along. The more the merrier, and it's great to have that energy. And isn't it wonderful, at this time, many of us are a bit stuck. Maybe you can get a bit fed up of watching Netflix and all the things that there are to do. So if you are in isolation, it's the perfect thing to come along to. It doesn't cost you a penny, and we can get together and bring this high vibration together, which is good for all of us and is also good for the planet. So if you want to know more about it, go to the link, because I've put a description of the workshop there, and then sign up. And that's the best way. That's the best way moving forward. That's only people that are signed up are going to get the replay. I'm not going to make that public. It's only for people who are signed up for it, because that helps me. And when you sign up, you end up on my newsletter list, which means you can unsubscribe at any time. But you also get the Monday angel reading direct to your inbox. You get my my blog, which I always try to give you some tips, some insight, something about connecting with angels, or even a direct channeled angel message that you can use as one of your tools for the week and keeping your vibration high and making your connection with spirit and angels even stronger. I think spiritual people are my favorite people, because we're all spiritual seekers. We're all looking for answers, but we're all doing it with the energy of divine love. And that's I believe my purpose is to make more and more people aware of what they're capable of and getting you into your power, because when you're in your power, then your challenges get smaller. You learn to overcome things more quickly. You manifest more quickly, and your intuition is switched on 100%. It's not hit and miss. There's so much fear sometimes around intuition. People are worried about opening their intuition because of the messages we've been given since we were little. Sometimes it's about, are people going to think I'm strange? Is it all woo-woo rubbish and I'm going to look like an idiot? Is it, what if it happens if I see or feel or hear something scary? What am I meant to do with that? What if I see something that I don't like, or it's about someone else's future? And so because we have all those fears, and I'm going to be helping you with some of those, we close our intuition down. And those fears can even be subconscious. They could have come from your parents, some people I know have got family members who are terrified of this stuff. And so they see it as fear-based, whereas it's actually love-based. And the more that you open to it, the easier your life becomes, the better life becomes, because you're tuned into this higher power on a more consistent basis. And you can get grounded, you can shed the anxiety, you get clearer about your decisions, you get better at not procrastinating. Who here is a procrastinator or tends to have difficulty making decisions? If you're like that, it's easy to be like that if you're empathic and you're sensitive, because everybody else's energy intrudes on you. But when you start to clear that out and get in touch with what the real meaning of being an empath is, the real meaning of being a sensitive or a supersensory is that you are a highly sensitive, intuitive person. And when that anxiety is part of the awakening, it's trying to pull your attention to something that you're desperately trying to ignore. And it gets louder and louder and louder. And that's why lots of natural intuitives, natural mediums are highly anxious people. And it's when they learn some of the things that I'm going to be teaching you, that anxiety goes away, because it was about bringing their attention to their purpose, bringing their attention to their truth, and opening up that intuitive channel instead of being always connected to the low energy fear of everything and everyone else. There's a whole realm of stuff in that. You stop being an empath scapegoat and taking on everybody else's problems and being subjected to persecution, bullying, attracting psychic vampires, because your intuition is switched on, so you spot them a mile off. But also, you've come into your power. You're no longer being pushed around by other people's energy. You no longer get burnt out as an empath, because you're switched on to what your intuition, your body, and your angels are telling you, instead of trying to do everything through the fear realm, which means struggle, hard work, overdoing it, feeling very alone, all of that. So there's so much to learn in all of this. If you would like to be a part of this free masterclass, 9th of April, 2020, 10 a.m. In Sydney, Australia time, and there will be a recording that will be sent to you if you sign up. It's easy to sign up. You just go to the link and then put your name and address in, and you'll get the link to the actual meeting on Zoom. So I hope to see you then. And I'm sending you angel blessings for today and the week ahead. I just did a 30-minute video with 2 readings. and a surrender meditation, which you're going to love. It's going to help you feel centered and anxious. So go over and look at that if you need that for today. Have a great week.